For most of human history, we looked at the Andromeda Galaxy and assumed it was simply sitting there, a beautiful distant neighbor, 2.5 million light-years away. We were wrong. In 2012, NASA astronomers using the Hubble Space Telescope made a measurement that changed everything. Andromeda is not sitting still. It is moving directly toward us at roughly 110 kilometers per second. That is over 400,000 kilometers per hour. To put that in perspective, that is fast enough to travel from Earth to the Moon in less than 1 hour, and it has been heading our way for billions of years already. The collision is not a possibility. It is not a theory. It is a certainty. In approximately 4 billion years, the two largest galaxies in our local group will meet, and nothing in either galaxy will ever be the same again. When most people hear galaxy collision, they imagine a catastrophic crash, stars smashing into each other, explosions everywhere, total destruction. The reality is far stranger and far more beautiful. Galaxies are almost entirely empty space. The distance between individual stars is so enormous that when two galaxies merge, almost no stars actually collide directly. Instead, what happens is a gravitational dance. The two galaxies pull at each other, stretching and distorting their shapes over hundreds of millions of years. Stars are flung into completely new orbits. Giant tidal streams of gas and stars are pulled out like cosmic ribbons across billions of light years. We can already see this process happening in other galaxies across the universe. The Antennae galaxies and the Mice galaxies are both caught mid-merge right now, and they give us a perfect preview of what our own night sky will one day look like. So what actually happens to Earth during all of this? The honest answer is probably nothing dramatic. At least not directly, because stars are so far apart. The chance of our sun colliding with another star is extremely small. However, the gravitational chaos of the merger will almost certainly change the orbit of our entire solar system. The sun may be thrown into a completely different region of the new merged galaxy. Our night sky will be transformed beyond recognition. Instead of a quiet band of stars, we will be surrounded by the blazing core of a newly forming elliptical galaxy. There is also a possibility that our solar system gets ejected entirely, sent drifting into the vast emptiness between galaxies. Earth itself will likely still exist, but the universe it sits in will look completely unrecognizable compared to what we see tonight when we look up at the sky. After the collision, which itself will take hundreds of millions of years to complete, the Milky Way and Andromeda will no longer exist as separate galaxies. They will merge into one enormous new structure. Scientists have already given it a name, Milkomeda, or sometimes Milkdromeda. Milkomeda will not look like either of its parents. The Milky Way is a flat spiral galaxy. Andromeda is also a spiral, but when two spirals collide and merge, the result is something completely different. A giant elliptical galaxy. No more spiral arms, no more flat disk. Instead, a massive rounded cloud of hundreds of billions of stars, slowly settling into a new shape over billions of years. The intense gravitational activity will trigger massive waves of new star formation, a final burst of stellar birth before the merged galaxy slowly grows old, quiet and dark over the trillions of years that follow.